Mike Williams signs with the New York Jets on a 1-year deal for $15 million. Now, I know there's a Giants jersey behind me. That's Jono's, and I have not yet gotten my Jets jersey out there. But I'm a Jets fan. And to be honest with you, I started filming the short on this, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to talk about this in the long form, and I'll cut this down and throw it out there. But I'm not a huge fan of this move. I mean, we signed a guy. Now, a lot of it's incentive-based, but we signed a guy that's going to play for maybe 5 or 6 games this season. The problem with Mike Williams is that he just can't stay healthy. He's a really good talent, and the Jets need someone that's opposite of Garrett Wilson in this offense. Allen Lazard just wasn't that. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers wasn't the quarterback last year for more than 4 plays. And so the passing, the passing attack with Zach Wilson at the helm was not there the same way it would have been with Aaron Rodgers. But I'll say like Lazard is probably going to be one of those guys that rotates in. There's been a lot of trade rumors around him. I was really hoping that they would have made a push to go and get T. Higgins or even draft a young wide receiver. They had the 10th overall pick. I really wanted to see them possibly make a move to trade up and go and get Rome Odunze. I don't think it's possible for them to trade up and get Marvin Harrison. But, if there was a possibility, it's over now. I mean, you're signing, Mike Williams on the outside. I don't think that they're going to take a wide receiver in the first round in the 10th overall pick. But if Mike Williams stays healthy, this is a great signing. He's a really, really talented receiver that can stretch the field deep. He can run intermediate routes. We've seen him be extremely efficient in the games that he's played, but that's the problem, is that he just hasn't played a lot of games because it's year in and year out he gets injured. Whether it's a hamstring issue, whether it's a major ligament issue, and he's coming off an ACL too. Let's not forget that. It was earlier in the season. He got injured, I think, week 3 or week 4 of last season. And he's had plenty of time to recover from that, or will have plenty of time to recover by the time that training camp gets here. But you're signing a guy that's perennially injured, and I don't like any team that signs guys that are perennially injured. Although we'll talk about that later on with the remaining free agents that are still available, and there's one signing that I think is going to help out Dallas. But you got a guy that's perennially injured, and then you don't have depth behind that. I do think that the Jets are probably going to use the 2nd-round pick and go draft a wide receiver. Again, this is an extremely deep wide receiver class. I do like some of their guys that are there, but the problem is that they're really young. You're not going to have Xavier Gibson or Jason Brownlee really take over a number 2 wide receiver role. And if they keep Allen Lazard, then maybe that's a good wide receiver core to have, is, Mike Williams, Lazard, Garrett Wilson. You start really filling out those pieces and maybe add a piece at tight end that can really elevate that offense.